Hi everybody, welcome and welcome back to my channel. It's Pluto of Pluto's Muse here, back with another timeless pick a card reading titled What what kind of reality are you currently creating? All right, so this reading is meant to give you a broader picture, a higher perspective of how your current actions, intentions, and thoughts are manifesting. All right, so this could be how your reality is currently changing, but this could also be how your reality will unfold based on what you're currently doing. I don't really think that I intend on telling you too much about like what you've done in the past or anything like that. I could hit on some of those points, but this is really meant to just give you a picture of how your reality is currently shaping itself because of how you're thinking and things like that. And you can change these outcomes along with your reality however you see fit. So this just may give you some insight on what you should do to change things. I may even give you advice in the pile, stuff like that. But you have 3 piles to choose from. Choose whichever pile resonates with you most. You can choose more than one pile. If you resonate with more than one pile, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Turn on your notification bells. Check the description box down below to book a personal reading. If you need further guidance, book a personal reading. And check out the channel songs for each pile. All right, so I'll give you a second and I'll see you in your pile 1. You are the pile that chose image 1. All right, before we actually get into your pile, I'm going to name the numbers that are significant, signs that may be relevant as well, along with some channeled words that I got off of the image. All right. I really wish I would have remembered all the names of the artists and the people who created these images. Unfortunately, I did not remember all the names. This is an African artist, though. This is what I do know. So those of you that are watching, if you know who this is, you can leave it in the comments, something like that. But if not, it's just an image that I found online. Maybe I should have been maybe I should have been a bit more intentional. But maybe for another video, because I love art, so I feel like this is something that will probably come up again in another reading. But numbers that could be relevant: 26, 3, 30, 15, 21, 17. 2 17s out here. 17 may be a relevant angel number. 21 again. Did I say 21 already? Yeah, so 2121 may be a relevant angel number, or those are just relevant numbers in general. I'm also seeing Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy, Gemini energy, Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. Somebody could be a Pisces moon in specific. Aries, Pisces, Cancer, Gemini, Leo, Virgo, and Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius could be relevant in this pile. All right, this could be your sign. You could have this in major placements. This could also be the signs of somebody else around you or energies that are relevant to your reality currently. Channel words that I got off of your pile. I have fire sign, water sign. So some of you, fire signs or water signs could be relevant along with the signs that I named in this reading, or you could have fire and water placements in your chart, major placements. Words that I channeled, I have confidence in speaking. Okay, somebody in here, you may be a public speaker, or you're currently creating a reality where you will do some form of speaking, singing, teaching, voicing an opinion in the future. We have fashion, beauty, creative writing, poetry, singing, like I said, yes, innovative, cultural pride. All right, so something here about your culture, your ancestry may be relevant. Foreign travel may be something that you also have going on. International is also something that I picked up on. The web, the internet is relevant. And androgyny. All right, so somebody in here, you could be very androgynous. You could be somebody that identifies with being non-binary, or there's something about your energy being balanced between feminine and masculine energy. Now, somebody in this pile in specific, regardless of whether you are a feminine, a masculine, or again, non-binary, there's something here about a lack of feminine energy. So it's not that you're not feminine, whoever's in this pile, because a lot of you that chose this pile, you could be a man, you could be a woman, you're just a person in general. However, I am picking up on this vibe here of somebody's reality shifting into an energy where they're less receptive, less nurturing, more forthright, more of a leader, more of a divine masculine than a divine feminine. All right. And it's not because of a lack of feminine energy per se, but I feel like you're operating in a more masculine energy because it looks like you're going after something. All right. So in your reality, or the reality that you're creating, there's a strong emphasis here on networking, connecting with other people. For some of you, there could even be some level of like unconventionality that's coming up for you, or this is something that you're manifesting for yourself. Like maybe in the past, you were the type of person that wanted something more traditional, or you were someone that was aiming to be, again, like it could be like you liked a stable job, a 9 to 5, something like that. In this next reality, or the reality that you're currently creating, excuse me, you're more focused on doing something that's unconventional, or doing something that requires more thought rather than physical labor. So I'm getting that you're getting smarter. This is something that I'm getting. And again, it has nothing to do with gender, but I feel like somebody is using more of their intellect rather than their physical talents, funny enough. Even if you do something physically, like if you're an artist or something like that, because I am getting somebody in here, you could be an artist. For some of you, you could even have that as a hobby. Like some of you could be doing artwork as a hobby. You create clothes as a hobby. You style yourself as a hobby. Maybe that's one of your streams of income or something like that. But it really feels like overall, even if you are doing something physical, it's something about you working smarter, not harder, that's relevant in your next phase of life, or in the reality that you're creating. So some of you could be doing something online. I'm hearing trading. Somebody could be doing something related to trading. Somebody could be doing something related to coding. All right. Somebody could be doing something related to some form of service for other people. But again, I don't know if it's actually something that you have to physically do. Pile 1. I don't know if it's something that you actually have to physically create something or whatever it is. If anything, you'll be doing those things in your spare time. So there's something here about you, again, operating more in a masculine energy majority of your time. And then maybe in your spare time, or when you're at home, or when you're around family or something like that, you're going to be in a more feminine energy. But I don't see you being that way majority of the time. For a lot of you, I also get that you're creating a reality where you're no longer dwelling so much on the past, or on the hardships of the past, or on the bad times and the conflict that you've had with other people. A lot of you are actually going to be making amends, or just kind of being okay with what has ended and moving forward, knowing that there's a better reality that is manifesting. You seem to be very focused, Pile 1, really focused on this business that you've created. Some of you are definitely self-employed in the reality that you're creating, or you're expanding within a business that you have. Some of you are excuse me. Some of you are even, not either. Some of you are even working in a health field. Okay, I'm getting some of you do something related to healing, health. This could be holistic healing, as well as like just like the literal medical field. But for some of you, this could be something around like expansion within that area of life. Or again, like I said, there's something about innovation. So some of you could be innovating new things in the healing field. This could be related to speaking somehow. Maybe you're working with frequencies, or you're talking about innovative ideas within healing. Maybe things that most people haven't discussed. This could even be you discussing things related to topics and things within society that are significant. Somebody in here cares about politics. You don't have to, but this could be politics amongst the world. All right. This could also be politics within your own backyard. But I'm feeling like somebody in here is doing something on a larger scale, or this is what you're manifesting for yourself, whether you know it or not. I feel like in this reality that you're creating, you're more confident, Pile 1, very confident. Very confident in the gifts that you have that are beneficial to society, beneficial to the people around you. And there's something here about you disciplining yourself on this path or focusing on this thing and kind of setting a goal and sticking to it. I'm not going to lie. For a lot of you, I don't see love being a huge focal point. Okay, and the reality that you're creating. So why am I struggling? I don't see a lot of you focusing on love. So because you're not focused on love, because you're more focused on networking, it's not to say you don't have friends, or you don't have people around you that you're cool with, but because you're not as focused on love, I feel like money is the focal point. And again, I'm getting it's smart money, not hard labor, which again seems pretty positive. For a lot of you, this is a career change that you're making. Okay? Because I do feel like your guides are protecting you when it comes to some sort of change that you're making in your career. So if you're currently in a career where you have to work really hard for money, or you're not really sure about how you're going to, how you're going to expand in your current job, I see you shifting gears or moving into a new field of work or doing something different that is really going to help you when it comes to stacking up your coin. And for some reason, again, I'm getting like helping others, helping the planet, saving the planet. It could be something related to environmentalism as well. So something about being outside is significant. So some of you guys could be outside a lot or be outside more. But that doesn't have to be the case. Or you'll just be traveling more. I did bring up traveling. So this could be about you traveling more. But yeah, that's what I'm picking up on. I also see something here about your health improving. Or you making your health more of a priority in this reality. Okay. And for some of you, for some reason, I keep picking up on the fact that the health doesn't have to be physical health. It could be your physical health. But for a lot of you, it's like your mental health. Could be financial health. Some of you are learning how to improve your finances, budgeting, things like that. That's something that you're manifesting in this reality. You're definitely raising your standards as well. If you've had a low standard for yourself or for other people, you're raising your standards. Like I said, it seems like there's a prioritization of your peace. So you just want things to be like, you want life on easy mode. Pile 1, that's really what I'm picking up on. Like your reality is becoming way, way, way easier than it probably previously was. I'm even hearing that some of you could be changing your hairstyle. I know the woman on the painting is actually like, she has a low haircut. Some of you guys could be doing something like that. You could be cutting your hair low. You could be getting locks. You could be no longer dyeing your hair or something. Like maybe some of you guys are like upkeeping a dyeing routine or something. Some of you guys may stop doing that. And I'm not getting that it's like taking away from your beauty or how you look, but I'm getting like some of you are cutting back on something that you're doing because you're making your life a little bit more low maintenance. Even if it is about your hair, maybe you normally get a haircut. Some of y'all are not cutting your hair. You're letting your hair grow. Or some of you are cutting your hair so it's easier to maintain or something like this. Or again, like I said, you could be getting locks and it's less work when it comes to styling, or, you're just taking more time to enjoy who you actually are. I see a lot of you being really healthy, really beautiful people in this pile. A lot of you are going to be really beautiful, really appealing to other people. But again, in a way that is unique to you. I also see a lot of you connecting more, like I said, with your family or with your friends. So even if this isn't a romantic thing, some of you guys, and it may not be literal family, this could be soul family, but some of you are not going to be on your own. So even if you are working hard, or even if you are someone that's prioritizing a lot of time within some sort of skill that you're maintaining for yourself or learning about right now, I see you connecting with people, like connecting with a lot of people. For some of you, this is about a online business persona, skill. You're teaching people something. There's something here about you being around a lot of people. You could be sharing a talent that you have, like I said. But for a lot of you, for some reason, it feels like this is more about teaching. I'm also hearing something about documenting. So some of you could be documenting something, okay? This could even be documenting something in regards to foreign travel or something around, I don't know. Like somebody in here, you have a very unique job, or you're about to have a very unique job. It seems very prosperous for you. I feel like also whatever reality that you're creating for yourself is one where you are going to utilize the audience that you gain, like the profit that you gain within this audience that you create. And it looks like you're going to give back. You're going to do charity. You're going to do some form of charity. You're going to learn how to give back. If you're not someone that has had to give back so much in the past, like maybe you were very receptive. Again, some of you could have been in a more feminine energy. Like maybe you were the type of person that relied heavily on other people. Or if you weren't relying heavily on other people, that's something that, again, you probably won't be you won't be doing in the near future either. Like there's something here about you giving back. Okay. You'll have enough to give back for sure in this pile. Yeah, I see you being really abundant, or this is what you're manifesting for yourself, or you already are here and you're only going to become more giving in the future. And honestly, that is your advice. When it comes to your pile, if I could give you a piece of advice, your spirit team are saying for everything that you gain amongst this new period of life where you're being super prosperous and the money's coming in easy and all of this stuff, I'm definitely getting the vibe here that your guides are saying, like, make sure you give back. Make sure you do make time for the people that you love. Make sure you do find ways to show your angels and the guides that are, supporting you on this path, because some of y'all are really, really, really working with your ancestors. Somebody in here, especially if you're learning more about your culture, many of you could be using your ancestors' guidance or asking them for more support in this next phase of life when it comes to what you're manifesting, and this may really, really improve your finances for some reason. This could be just you manifesting or doing some form of, spiritual work that is going to also assist in you manifesting this opportunity for money. But whatever it is that you do, I definitely get the vibe that your guides are saying, like, make sure you give back, whether it's to your family, to your friends, to the people that you love, or back to the community that is assisting you in making this money. They're saying definitely look out for them, because I feel like it's just going to be a recurring cycle of what you give is what you get. And as long as you're giving back for everything that you get, I see you just being in a consistent state of abundance. I also feel like when it comes to your love life, like I said before, some of you guys are not going to be dating as much, but it's not that dating is non-existent in your pile. It's more so like you're picky. Okay, some of you are going to be way pickier about who you give your time to because of the money that you'll have, because of the reality that you're creating for yourself, because you're trying to figure out who's the best option or who's the person that will help you maintain this. Who's the person that's going to help you give back just as much? Who's the person that is going to give to you? Who can you give to? I'm definitely getting that you're not going to just fall into a commitment in this reality. The reality that you're creating for yourself is not one where you're just committing to everyone. The reality that you're creating is one where you have a lot of people that are interested in you, but you're very particular about who you give to. So that is what I'm seeing, pile one. I hope you enjoyed this message. I hope it made sense. If it did, like, comment, share, and subscribe. Turn on your notification bells. Check the description box down below to book a personal reading. Book a personal reading if you need further guidance. Yeah. And that's all that I have. I'll talk to you later. Pile 2, bye-bye. You are the pile that chose image 2, all right, of the lady with the dragonfly on her nose. Again, I brought it up in pile 1. I actually do not know who painted this picture. If you do know, you can comment it down below or something like that. But for now, we're just going to go off of the energy in the picture. I'm actually going to tell you guys the numbers that are relevant in your pile, as well as the signs and some channel words that I got off of the image now. That's what I'm gonna do right now. Some of you, 31 could be relevant, 23 could be relevant, 49 could be relevant, 9 could be relevant, 11 could also be relevant, 16 is also relevant in this pile. All right, those are numbers that are sticking out the most. Somebody could also be an Aries, an Aquarius, a Taurus, a Gemini, a Scorpio. Somebody could be a Gemini moon, sun, moon, rising, or Venus. Somebody could be a Libra moon, sun, moon, rising, or Venus. I'm also getting a Virgo or Libra, an Aquarius, if I didn't say so already. I'm also getting a Cancer or a Leo, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Libra, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Virgo are relevant in this pile. If you don't have those signs, that's completely fine. This could be somewhere relevant in your chart. Or there's something here about other people around you having those signs. The channeled words that I got before getting into your pile, I put earth sign, air sign. So some of you, an earth sign and an air sign may be relevant in your reality. For others of you, you are those signs. I also put nature, animal lover, pet, transformation, change, rebirth, realization. Now, the dragonfly on the woman's nose. I looked up the spiritual meaning behind dragonflies, and they were saying that the imagery of a dragonfly normally does mean rebirth, new beginnings. They also said it has to do with joy, grace, flexibility, mental and emotional maturity. And there's something here about how dragonflies start off underwater. They're birthed underwater, or they begin underwater. And then once they become adults, they emerge. And then that's when they get to flying or something like that. So, also self-realization is relevant. Now, that seems relevant to me. The fact that some of you may have started underwater and then you, come back up, or you're finding air to breathe or something like that, or you're going through some sort of birthing process. I do feel like whoever chose this pile, you are going through a rebirth in this new reality, or the reality that you're currently creating. I do feel like you're moving out of a space of being inauthentic. Somebody in here, you have an issue with people pleasing, or you may have had an issue with people pleasing in the past, or you are someone that is currently doing this. Some of you still struggle with setting boundaries and people pleasing, and not really telling people how you feel and things like that. But I do feel like in the next phase of your life, or in the reality that you are creating, there's this vibe here of having more confidence in what you say, confidence in the moves you make, confidence in the way you move forward. Now, funny enough, I actually don't feel like you're someone that has had issues with being on your own, though. Okay, so some of you actually have been super focused on being on your own, or some of you are a bit of a loner in this pile. You're used to doing things on your own. You're used to being the oddball out, or you're used to being the one that kind of chooses to operate independently. But I feel like in this next phase of your life, friendship is going to be really important for you. All right. I see a lot of you manifesting a reality where friendship is really important for you. Meeting people of other cultures is important for you. Yeah. Making more connections that are mutually beneficial is important for you. Using your intuition to decipher what is best for you is important here as well. Communication is a huge, huge, huge theme in the reality that you're creating. I feel like a lot of you are finding your voice and moving away from the people that you may have previously had to hide yourself from, or just not be true to yourself around. There's something there about that. Some of you could even be moving into fields of work where you are counseling somehow, or you're giving advice. This could be online. This could literally be in person. Some of you could be therapists, psychologists, things like that. Maybe you're going to school for that. Maybe that's something you've considered going to school for, or maybe that's something that you're just already doing. And if it isn't on that type of level, this could be, again, like you'll be finding your voice through a blog, through a YouTube, through a podcast, through some means of communication that will help you find an audience. This whole thing about friends, I feel like these are people that you'll find through being more authentic. For some of you, this could even be based around work, when it comes to like music or artwork or something creative. Some of you guys are going to be expressing yourselves in a way that is more authentic to you, and this is going to really inspire other people, all right, through whatever it is that you create. There's a level of realizing more of your worth. Now, I will say though, some of you have to be very mindful, because I don't know whether the people around you currently or from your past have had a tendency of swaying you off the path that was more authentic for you. Like, some of you may have people around you that will say like, oh, that's not going to work out, or that's not really what you like, or you won't really like that person. There's something here about like people giving you advice that isn't beneficial to you. Okay. And this could be family members, like, elders, or anything like that. But for a lot of you, I almost feel like it's the people that, again, you've been inauthentic around. So if you have friends around you that really don't know who you are, like really, really don't know who you are, like you've been people pleasing or anything like that around these people, or again, family members that you've been this way around, maybe even co-workers you've been this way around. If you choose to move into new investments or pursue new things, maybe take more risks in this new reality, I do feel like it'll start to highlight the people in your life that really know you and who don't, because these people that don't really know you and who may even be operating as some sort of authority figure in your life may try to give you some sort of advice or tell you what not to do, even though you know deep down that's what you want to do. Some of you could be moving. All right. I don't know if that's something that you've been aiming for as well. If it's not just moving, it's traveling. But for a lot of you, I am getting like you could be moving away from chaos. For sure. Moving away from things that were damaging your self-esteem at some point in time, moving away from people that were blocking your intuition, moving away from people that were blocking your love life as well. Pile 2, some of you guys may have had people around you, whether it's friends or family or anything like that, blocking your love life, exes. If you've had people from the past that were blocking your relationships or sending evil eye or anything like that, I do see you moving towards the options and the opportunities that you really want to explore, but also growing in relationships that you're already in. If you're currently in a relationship, I see that situation budding more. For those of you that aren't in any relationships, I do see you going towards love that you actually want or deserve in this new reality. Because some of you definitely have been investing in or were previously invested in, maybe attached to, codependent on connections that were hindering your growth. And I don't see that being a thing in the future. I did bring up the counseling thing though, right? Like I'm getting something here about you working with people. I'm even hearing consultation. So if it's not just you simply being a voice of reason or like a ear to listen for somebody, I'm also getting an energy here of people coming to you for a service where you may be able to help them figure out what's the best thing for them or something like that. I don't know what that's about. This could be within the intuitive field. You could be a reader of some sort. Others of you, it's not like that. It's more of like I said, it could be a podcast. It could be a help forum. It could be I don't know, like a YouTube channel or something like that. People are coming to you for guidance or advice on what they should do. If you work in a physical building, you could just be someone that people are coming to for assistance. But it feels like it has something to do with you being an empathetic ear for people and affirming them and giving them some form of love or guidance that is needed in the moment. And this is really positive for you. I feel like something that you need to know about your love life within this reality that you're creating as well is that you don't have to keep thinking about the past. Pile 2. Some of you ruminate so much over what you've been through in the past and over the things that people have gotten over on you with in the past, whether it's in your love life or family or friends and things like that. Like if you guys have been in connections where people weren't who they really said they were, or people have cheated, did you dirty, anything like that, I don't feel like that's something that you're manifesting in your current reality. I do feel like you're separating yourself, like I said, from the people that no longer know you, but also who you don't feel are worthy of knowing the new version of you. And because you're moving away from these people, those specific people that may have been holding you back, I do get the vibe that now you're moving into a season of life or a cycle where drama and chaos and toxicity and things like that are no longer a thing. A lot of you are voicing your opinion in these connections, and you're living without regrets. I see you living without regrets, pile 2. I see a lot of you living a life that you don't regret. Everything that you do in this new reality is something that maybe you previously didn't do. If anything, I feel like you may have regretted not doing things more in the past. You know what I mean? I feel like you're being more authentic, more open, more friendly, more courageous, more unique in this new phase of life. And there is still an energy here of you always being unique. Like some of you are definitely pioneers in this pile. You're the type of people that start things, or again, you've always been a leader, but now I feel like you're going to be a leader amongst other people, like you're sharing this leadership ability, or you're going to show people how to move forward. Maybe previously you were doing it on your own. This next phase of life, you'll be doing it with a soul tribe, and that's really beautiful. Your biggest piece of advice here, make sure you learn whatever karmic lessons you were meant to learn from previous connections, from family dynamics, from karmic relationships, because for some reason, I don't know why, these things are going to contribute to your financial stability in the future. So, whether you're giving advice on something that you were wounded in the past, like whether you had a toxic relationship and now you're helping people heal from toxic relationships, that may be a thing. You could have grown up in toxic family dynamics or narcissistic abuse, anything like that. In this next phase of life, or in this current reality you're manifesting, you may be assisting people with those things. Some of you, this could even be like dating coaching, or again, maybe you had issues with your money in the past because of weird things you've experienced amongst your family, or whatever it is. And in the future, you're going to be teaching people how to overcome those challenges based off of what you've been through. Friendships. Sorry, you guys, I had to cough. Friendships. I feel like some of you, hold on. Dang, friendships. For some of you, there's something significant about your friendships here. I feel like when you move forward with this new vibe, this new confidence, this new determination to be at peace, there are going to be people from your past that are mad. There are going to be people from your past that don't want you to speak. There are going to be people from your past that don't want to see you thrive. There are going to be people from your past that really don't want to see you become the version of yourself that they tried to suppress. That's really what I'm getting, pile 2. And I don't feel like it's going to phase you, but you may need to up your protection or something like that, because like I said, there are people who are going to be, I don't know, like I'm getting like if you had frenemies in the past, or if you had people from the past that really didn't support you, or this could even be love interests. Maybe you'll have love interests that are like, oh, I still want to be your friend, or whatever it is. I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know if you should entertain those things, because I do feel like these could have even been people that were blocking your money karmically. A lot of the people that you're leaving behind are karmic relationships that were meant to end. Yeah, and for some of you, there's somebody in specific that is watching you evolve and watching you elevate. And I can't tell whether it's someone that you were married to and you've divorced, or if it's somebody that you were in a relationship with and you separated from, or if this is somebody that you were legally bound to. Could be a family member, something like that. There's something here about a karmic contract, like a heavy one, or some sort of legalities, you being tied to that person this way, that is significant. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, there's something about it being a karmic contract or something like that that's going on. Whoever you're around, that you used to be around, who you had this type of energy with, I feel like you moved away from this person for a reason. And for some reason, this person may try to come back around, or this person wants to right now. This person would like to come back around towards you. But for a lot of you, this is somebody that you've already realized is toxic, or has contributed to this whole phase of life where you had issues with being yourself, or speaking how you wanted to speak, or just being authentic. Whoever that person is for you, for some of you, it's a heavy earth sign: Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. For others of you, I'm getting Libra. You could be those signs, or this person could be those signs. Yeah. Something about this person, I don't know. Like, I don't know if there is like literal legalities, like this person, if you like, I don't know. I don't know what could be going on with this person. Some of you guys, you divorced this person. Others of you, you set boundaries with this person. Others of you, this person is just karmic to you. Some of you, this person could have gotten in the way of a relationship. This person could have been someone that was, again, I don't know, y'all. This is like a weird vibe, this person that's coming up on the side. But whoever this person is, or whoever the people are, it could be a group of people. You just need to be wary of letting these people back in, because I don't feel like these are people that are meant to reap the rewards of what it is you manifest for yourself in this next cycle of life. And like I said, you could be those signs as well, but that's all that I have for my pile. Twos. I hope that made sense. I hope you enjoy this message. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Turn on your notification bells. Check the description box down below to book a personal reading. Book a personal reading if you need further guidance. And check out the channel songs if you'd like to as well. Thank you so much for watching. Talk to you guys later. Last but not least, you are the pile that chose the third image. Unfortunately, I do not know who the artist is. But if you know, please leave a comment down below. If you don't, that's completely fine. We're going to do an analysis of the artwork, and I'm going to talk about what could be relevant channel messages that I got off of that in a second after I read the numbers and signs that could be relevant to this pile. Some of you, the number 50, 43, 28, 40, 1, 21, 8, 7, and another 1 is significant. I just had another coughing fit. I had a coughing fit in pile 2. Pile 3, somebody in here, you could be connected to pile 2. If you felt drawn to pile 2, you should go to pile 2. You don't have to, but seems relevant in here. Because I'm actually seeing a dragonfly on one of these oracles out here as well. Oh, somebody could also be a Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. Sagittarius Moon in specific. Or a Pisces or a Scorpio. Now, pile 3, I feel like the reality that you're creating for yourself at this time or in general is one where authenticity is at the forefront of your life. Okay, there's something about you being very, very, very authentic in this next phase of your life. In fact, I love it. I actually really like this energy. I feel like somebody in here, you could have been the type of person that put on facades or illusions or tried to, what do you call it? Assimilate or try to adapt to the people around you. More often than not, some of you are the type of people that try to mirror other people or people please, which I did bring up in pile 2. Some of you may have a tendency of people pleasing or tried to people please in the past, or that's something that you used to do a lot more than you are in this current reality. But I see a lot of you being more authentic with what you say, with what you wear, with how you act. And this is really assisting you in some sort of elevation in regards to your spiritual path. For a lot of you in this pile, very, very spiritual pile. I didn't even get into the channeled messages. I wrote down all signs, could be any sign in this pile, but water and fire signs in specific, specifically Leo. Leo could be significant in this pile. They don't have to be. Somebody could have a Leo placement. Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node, Mars. Somebody could have a Leo midheaven. Somebody could have a Leo or 5th house placements, anything like that. Doesn't matter. Leo, Jupiter. But I'm definitely getting the vibe here that Leo is significant in this pile because I feel like a lot of you are coming off real confident, really shiny. All right. Even if you're not someone that is being flashy, there's something about your energy that's very, hard to miss. Some of you are really moving into a reality where you're putting yourself out there or you're front and center. It's giving me main character energy. Pile 3, I'm not going to lie. I also put emotional intelligence, elevation, music, string instruments, abstract art. Some of you, there's something here about you being a bit unconventional or doing things differently from other people. So whether that is something unconventional about your style, unconventional about your way of creating, unconventional in regards to what other people are doing, there's something here about you being different and being proud about being different. And I love this for you. This could even have to do with like your preferences of things, whatever it is. Doesn't have to be, but I am getting that vibe that some of you are sticking out from the crowd and you're going to be really proud about it. And a lot of people are going to appreciate you for this. Somebody in this pile, very intuitive, very psychic. You could be a psychic. And if you are a psychic, if you are someone that is very intuitive, I do see you taking some time away from people a little bit more often than not, just to recharge yourself. Maybe there's a lot of people that are looking for your gifts or wanting to have your assistance or wanting to work with you or something like that. So in this reality that you're creating, I do see you prioritizing rest way more than you would have previously. But I feel like it's because a lot of you are spending time like thinking of ideas and creating things that you really want to manifest for yourself, or getting really clear on the vision of what you're manifesting and then coming out and showing people. Like, I'm getting like somebody is really into working on things in private and then popping out and having this new thing that they've created. So I don't know whether you are doing this within a business or whether you're just doing this on a personal level. Like, maybe you're taking time away from people and then you're popping out and you got a whole new hair color or a whole new haircut, or you've lost some weight, you've gained some weight. Like, there's something here about you being kind of like unpredictable for a lot of people. I will say, I don't see you being alone. Some of you could have a partner. I don't see you being alone, but there is something here about being alone a lot. So again, I don't know whether you're like just working from home. Some of y'all could be working from home. Some of you could be, again, like doing a job where it kind of requires you to be on your own, or some of you could even be in school for something. I see a lot of you studying in this current reality that you're creating. There's something here about you studying, doing research, gaining a higher level of education, getting clear about your career through studying. Something about animals as well. Animals are significant, so you may be seeing a lot of animals. Some of you could even be working with animals. Pile 3, like in this reality that you're creating, either you're working with them from a shamanic level, like on a spiritual basis, or there's something here about you being like a vet, a healer of animals, helping the planet when it comes to our ecosystem. Like, there's something here about you helping the planet or helping others with their animals. I don't know. Some of y'all, your psychic gifts may entail connecting with animals. I know that sounds crazy, but somebody's like a Dr. Doolittle, like, you know what to say or what to do to help these animals or to connect with them. Owls could be significant, or there's something here about you being very wise in this pile. Flowers are also significant. So I don't know if you do something related to floral arrangements, or you're doing something where you're helping again with the ecosystem, with planting a community garden, something like that. But I do see planting flowers or working with flowers, buds, things like that may be significant in this reality that you're creating currently. Now, something that I did want to bring up too, though, on the piece of artwork that I chose, the man's like holding a cello or like a bass. I don't know what he's holding. It's a string instrument though. So that made me look up string instruments and their spiritual meaning. And what I got was, it says a connection to the divine through melody and emotion, that represents devotion, prayer, inner harmony, and the soul's song. So again, some of you are really growing spiritually or really connecting to the divine in this reality that you're currently creating, or the one that you're moving into. I feel like a lot of you guys are coming home to yourself or connecting with more people that are just as spiritually in tune as you. A lot of you are facing your fears, taking life way more seriously, but also keeping your inner child alive. But there's this vibe here of really taking life a little bit more seriously because you're building something for yourself. This feels very legacy related. Some of you are really focused on who you want to be at the end of your life, or how you want your life to unfold as you get older. And you could already be an older person in this pile, but for some reason I'm getting the vibe here where it's like you're really focused on who you'll be at the end of your life. Your rising sign may be significant. That is the energy of who you'll be at the end of your life. So some of you guys are really trying to figure out, again, like what you should do health wise, where you want to be when it comes to your spirituality, how you want to show up in the world, and how this will affect your legacy overall. And do you want to have kids? You're thinking about this. Do you not want to have kids? If you have kids, what will you be doing with your kids in the future? Like, some of you are creating a reality where you are definitely looking at the bigger picture. And again, stepping out of your comfort zone and realizing that keeping up, because I'm getting like a keeping up with the Joneses vibe. Some of y'all were trying to keep up with people in the past, keep up with illusions, keep up with people in a way that wasn't really beneficial for you on a soul level. And I feel like now, in the reality that you're creating, or the one that is manifesting for you, there's a vibe here of you no longer trying to keep up with other people and more so creating your own lane. You're going to be in your own lane. You're realizing that you're the only person that can really create the reality that you want. You're the only person that is going to look out for you at the end of the day. And I don't know whether this is because other people, like in the process of you moving forward or creating this reality, you're leaving people behind. For some of you, that is the case. You could be aligning with more people that are more authentic or more so on the same vibration as you, because some of you could have had people from your past that may have left you behind, or you left them behind, or there was some sort of betrayal at some point in time. Like I said, with that Neptune energy in the past, there's a vibe here. Neptune is your Neptune in your chart could be relevant, but Neptune is Pisces energy, and Pisces energy rules the 12th house, and 12th house is your subconscious. So some of you are definitely reprogramming your mind, but also 12th house can be your hidden enemies. So some of you, there could be like a hidden enemy that you've had around you, or there could have been somebody from your past that definitely, I'm hearing had it out for you, or there's something here about people not really looking out for you in the past, or people that weren't really your friends, weren't really your lovers, weren't really your, family. I feel like a lot of you are moving away from these people to find people that are more so in alignment with what you want long term, or who you are, who you're going to be long term. But it seems like you have to use your discernment on that. And for some of you, like I said, you're becoming so sensitive. You're becoming more sensitive than you were previously. So because you're becoming more sensitive, there's this vibe here of like you just being more particular about who you're around. But I feel like you're happy. You're happy in this current reality. You're happier than you normally would be. Like if you struggle with depression and things prior, I feel like the reality that you're creating is one where your mental health is improving. Like I said, you're resting more. You're more in tune with your guides. You're feeling more confident. You feel stronger. You feel like you're working towards your purpose and things like that. I also feel like, even though I said that some of you could be separating yourself from people, whoever it is that you're moving towards, or whoever it is that you're connecting with, these new people or the people that you love, like who you do know are good people in your life, the people that you're connecting with in this new reality are definitely people that are emotionally supportive of you. So in the past, I feel like people may not have really supported you the way that you needed emotionally. Somebody in here specifically, this isn't for all of you, but somebody in here has like escapist tendencies, or somebody could have struggled with addiction at some point in time. And if you were struggling with this in an old reality, I don't feel like you're struggling with it in the new one, because some of you are, again, facing the facts. You may have been around people that were okay with letting you upkeep this addiction, or upkeep this thing, this illusion, these issues that you've had, mental health issues, whatever it is. And I feel like in the reality that you're creating, or in the one that you're moving towards, there's a vibe here of you still manifesting, imagining a better future for yourself, dreaming big and all of that, but grounding that into actual reality. So instead of escaping and finding solace in the haze of an addiction or some sort of distraction, whether you're distracting yourself with dating, distracting yourself or drinking or anything like that, some of you guys are definitely facing your reality head on and creating a life that feels more transformative for yourself. Some of you are really in your evolution bag. Some of y'all are really, really evolving in this new reality. And this looks really great. I almost feel like it's an ego death, pile 3. I feel like a lot of you are allowing your ego to die. And even though I was picking up on that Leo energy, I don't feel like it's a negative Leo energy. Like toxic Leo traits or lower vibrational Leo traits would be being super in your ego, more focused on, again, keeping up with the Joneses, being the best of the best, whatever it is. I feel like a lot of you are no longer basing your success off of other people's validation in this next reality, or in the reality that you're creating. A lot of you, it's like a you versus you type of vibe. And you're doing the best that you can, and you're making the most of what you have, and you're finding a footing in your life that is something that you probably previously didn't get to experience. I also see some of you working on relationships, but instead of being in relationships that are based on lust or illusions, or, you know, if you're in it for the wrong reason, I see a lot of you being in more genuine relationships. And I feel like a lot of your relationships are going to start off as friendships, or start off as you getting to know people. Like, you're taking your time. Some of you could have been escaping through relationships in the past, and I don't feel like you're doing that anymore. You're getting to know people for who they really are, the good and the bad. And this is going to benefit you, because I feel like the next relationship that you're in, or the one that you're currently in, that you're investing in, is going to be one that really is going to challenge you to be the best and most authentic version of yourself. And I almost feel like this is like a huge blessing. Like, the universe is blessing you with the type of love that you really need in this next phase of your life. You're going to go with the flow. You're not going to force it. You're not going to stress things. You're not going to be grieving your past, or so focused on the past. Like, I feel like you're going to be dealing with someone that sees you for who you are, and wants you to be the best version of yourself, and wants to be committed to you. So again, there's something here about long-term investments in your pile. No more short-term. No more short term. The reality that you're creating is no more short term gratification, more long term relationships, less energies from the past, or people who put you in past energy, more connections that are benefiting your soul's growth, more connections that help you feel happy on a heart level, soul level, heart level, like not just a physical level, not just on a, an ego based level. Like, it's not like, oh, this person's really hot and everybody likes this person. The people that you're dating, or the person that you're entertaining now, or will entertain, or will manifest, is somebody that sees you for who you are, and loves you for all the parts of you and things like that. I'm getting that as something that is relevant for you. That's what you're manifesting in this reality. Somebody's going to be growing their hair as well in this new reality. There's something here about long hair. If you don't have hair, then that doesn't matter. Or it could matter. Maybe you're doing wigs or something like that, or maybe not. Maybe you're not doing anything in regards to your hair. You could be bald, who knows. But I'm really getting somebody in here, you're growing your hair. Like, your hair is going to be really long in the reality that you're creating. Some of you are not cutting your hair. Like, your hair is really long. Let me see what your advice is. Is there any advice for this pile? Any advice for my pile? Your North Node is significant in this pile. Pile 3. You're going to be in alignment with your North Node. Your advice? Funny enough, pile 3, for somebody in here, and I don't know who this is for. If you have a bad relationship with... Sorry about this, you guys. I dropped something. If you have a bad or stagnant or complicated relationship with a mother figure, all right, or a wife, there's somebody in here that you could have conflict with. If you have some sort of toxic connection, or just a connection that isn't benefiting you with a mother figure, or someone from your past, I'm assuming, you're being told to get out of your head about that person and move forward and meet new people, or connect with new people. Connect with more people who you feel emotionally connected to. Connect with more people that support who you are. Connect with more people that are willing to appreciate you, because I'm getting that whoever this person is, for some of you, it's a Libra, could be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn as well. There's somebody in your energy that, and they don't have to be a mother figure, but for some of you, this person is coming up in a distorted energy. They could have like a distorted feminine energy. So this could be somebody that is like abusing their feminine energy, like, for different reasons. Definitely look up the Empress in reverse and you'll realize what that energy is, because I'm getting that that's somebody else's energy. If that isn't somebody else's energy, that could be your energy, pile 3. If some of you are operating in this like falsely feminine energy, or like false, nice, flashy, it's like fake confidence. If some of you were dealing with someone like that, all right, this could be like a mother that's envious of you, a mother that isn't genuinely nice to you, or a partner that isn't genuinely nice to you. This person's being manipulative somehow, whether it's a man or a woman. If you were dealing with someone like this, or if somebody wanted to keep you in that energy, I don't feel like you need to be in that energy anymore. A lot of you need to move forward. Stop stressing about that person. Stop stressing about that investment. Stop stressing about the people that aren't supporting who you are. Some of you are also concerned about not being a good mom or a good parent. Or again, for some of you, I'm getting like this is a parent that wasn't that great to you. Or a family member. If it's not a parent, there's a family member that you may have had issues with, a friend that you may have had issues with. But I'm not really getting friend. I'm getting family or a love interest. This is somebody that you've had some sort of long-term connection with. Whoever that person is, I'm getting, don't stress out about this person, because there are going to be new opportunities that are coming in for you, more emotionally fulfilling opportunities, more opportunities for you to heal with people that really love you. And if you're in this energy, if you've been faking who you are or being a certain way to appease other people, whatever it is, I'm getting, stop worrying about how other people view you, or stop worrying about the wrong people and start focusing on the people that love you. Okay? Because if there are people around you that haven't been showing you genuine love, or who have been manipulative to you, or who have done you dirty in the past, used you, whatever it was, I feel like those people are not meant to be in the new reality that you're creating. The new reality that you're creating. Maybe it's this tea that I'm drinking. I'm drinking black tea, so. But yeah, that's what I'm picking up on. You don't need to be phony, but some of y'all also don't need to be around like phony people. All right, or people that manipulate you. People that manipulate to be loved. That could be you. That could be you, pile 3. And I'm not shaming you for it. Some of you have been faking who you are to be loved and accepted by people. Be real. Just be real. People will support you. Man or woman in this pile, person, doesn't matter your gender. I'm getting, if you've been faking to be liked by people, stop doing that. Because in this new reality, you're going to have way more people that support you. I'm also getting too, like, if you're trying to keep up with other people's standard of success, stop doing that. Maybe you come from a parent that does that. Maybe you were in a relationship with somebody that was doing that. Stop being around people like that. Stop doing that, because it's actually hindering you from receiving or manifesting the actual success you're supposed to have. All right. Or fulfillment that you want. Some of you guys are not actually in alignment with your emotional fulfillment, because you're trying to keep up with other people's definition of that. And I feel like you're meant to evolve past other people's desires. This is your time. This new phase of life, it's your time. All right. So yeah, show gratitude, because I feel like this is coming in soon, or this is the reality that you're creating. Your money looks good. Your foundation looks good. Some of you are getting a home, a new home in this reality, a better home, or you're moving away from someone that you were living with or something like that, and you're moving into your own space or a better home. But that's all that I have, you guys. Like, comment, share, and subscribe if it resonated. Turn on your notification bells. Check the description box down below to book a personal reading. Book a personal reading if you need further guidance. Check out the channel songs. Thank you so much. Talk to you guys later.